In this episode, you will see how acrylic resins are made. Has anyone ever considered what the connection is between interior walls in our homes, a car's bodywork, and an advertising poster on the roadside? The answer is the paint used to coat their surface or to print them. What makes the paint suitably durable, though? What stops it from peeling or flaking? What makes it resistant to rain, UV, and the passage of time? The secret lies in the raw materials, especially in the binder used as a basis during the production process. And so, in this episode, we will visit D&R Dispersions and Resins in Włocławek, a company specializing in the production of, among other things, acrylic resins, alkyd resins, and water dispersions. These products are the main ingredient as the said binder of decorative, road marking, automotive, and marine paint, printing ink, and wood or paper glue. Today, we will take a closer look at the acrylic resin production process. The required raw materials, such as solvents, including xylene, butyl acetate, ethyl acetate, acetone, or acrylic and methacrylic monomers, arrive in tank trucks. Before they are used in the process, they have to be carefully inspected. All the raw materials delivered to the company are tested in a Q&A laboratory for their water content, color, purity, density, and refractive index. Here we can see a water content test conducted on a solvent using a Carl Fischer titrator, an analysis of the purity of the monomers using a gas chromatograph, and the application of an automatic density meter, refractometer, and calorimeter. The laboratory is also the place where the R&D team designs new products. The most important process occurs in the reactors. The acrylic resin polymerization takes place right here. It consists of dispensing of monomer mixture to the reactor for a specified period of time with the use of a substance called an initiator. This is when the monomer molecules combine and form increasingly longer polymer chains. It's an exothermic process, so it produces heat. Depending on the monomers used, we obtain acrylic resin with differing performance characteristics. The reactors have a working capacity of over 12 cubic meters, and each of them is equipped with a set of dosing tanks and a mixing tank for diluting and mixing two production batches. In a nutshell, it looks like this. A solvent is poured into the reactor. It gets heated, and the monomer mixture and initiator are dosed from separate reservoirs at a precise temperature and time. Everything gets heated, and at the end, a sample is collected to test the final parameters. The entire production cycle lasts 10 to 16 hours. The department laboratory tests the parameters of the resin even when it's still in the middle of the production process, namely its color, viscosity, the amount of non-volatile substances, acid value, and hydroxyl value. The chemical industry sets out strict ecological standards, so the formulas are increasingly based on organic raw materials, ingredients made from plants such as sunflower or linseed. The finished product can be poured into containers indicated by the customer, for instance, drums or tanks. But first, it has to undergo a multi-stage filtration process. The size of the last filter's mesh is roughly 5 microns. D&R pays particular attention to environmental issues. There is a photovoltaic farm at this site to diversify the company's energy sources. The company holds ISO certification and a silver EcoVadis medal. And its decarbonization targets are verified in accordance with the SBTi initiative. No wonder then, after 15 years in business, with an annual sales growth of 20%, The company finds its customers not just in Europe, but also in the US and Australia.